One of the big concerns tonight is still flights. Next week, we begin the holiday travel season. Aviation experts are watching this closely. 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Andy Payton is live for us tonight at Tampa International Airport. And Andy, all right, so what's next here if it passes the House and the president signs this tonight?
Yeah, so Courtney, a few things are going to happen from there. We're going to get into that in just a minute here. But as you said, they're the busiest holiday travel season starting just 2 weeks from today. That means this decision tonight holds a lot of folks' travel plans and the balance here on if they're going to have a smooth ride this Thanksgiving. Tonight, optimism soaring across gates at Tampa International Airport, with the government trending towards reopening.
It is encouraging. I think, because it lets people know it's safe to travel.
Yeah, we want to get everybody back to work and everybody back to normal.
TPA for the second day in a row seeing its least impacted day since the FAA began reducing air traffic Friday, with fewer than 50 total flights impacted by delays and cancellations.
It is going to radically slow down.
But tonight, a stark warning that could all change as soon as this weekend and potentially disrupt close to 31 million Americans who are expected to fly this Thanksgiving if the government doesn't reopen now.
I'm going to tell you, we are not going to get to Thanksgiving. You're going to see this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It is by far the busiest time of the year, and it's very compressed in just a few days. With the government shutdown, it only adds another layer of complexity to that.
Michael McCormick is a professor with Embry-Riddle, one of the nation's top aeronautical universities. He says in order to avoid needing to drive or take the train to grandma's house in just 2 weeks, two things need to happen after the government reopens. First, the FAA needs to lift traffic reductions nationwide, which the Trump administration has given no timeline for. And once that happens, airlines will need at least 3 to 4 days to get their schedules back in order after being forced to cancel thousands of flights in the last week. So are we confident that this is going to happen, or do people need to start coming up with alternative travel plans?
I would not. I'm still planning to fly. Before the rush for Thanksgiving travel, the airline should be back up and running normally.
Yeah, so moral of the story there, time is of the essence. The government needs to reopen, and it needs to reopen now. But if you are going to be flying this Thanksgiving, we're told you want to try to avoid those connections and get on a flight as early in the morning as possible. Reporting live here at Tampa International Airport, Andy Payton, 10 Tampa Bay News.